as a coach, if you're teaching people too many things, they will not get the point and you will not transform a single life. To really be a great coach, it's going to come down to you teaching somebody a skill. That's what coaching really is. It's giving people your experience, but bad coaching is you're just regurgitating and you're just telling them everything you know because you so badly want to help this one person, but you're not helping them at all because they're not absorbing one skill at a time to help them get to whatever the next level is. So our goal is to work with people, but allow them to just absorb and just do one thing at a time. And you'll have additional coaching sessions with people, but if your coaching sessions are all over the place, you'll never be able to help somebody. So for example, let's say Jordan, right? Arguably one of the best players, if not the best player in the world. Well, when Jordan is trying to learn a particular skill, he focuses on one skill at a time. It might be three-pointing, it might be dribbling, it might be the step back. Whatever the skill is, he focuses on one skill at a time. I remember listening to a story where Kobe Bryant said he shoots 500 free throws even before he starts warming up and starts playing a game or a pickup, or even before practice, 500 shots in a row. Why is that? Because he wants to get better at the singular skill of shooting free throws. So think about that as you're coaching your people, is that give them one thing that they need to focus on that call that's really going to help them go to the next level. So what I'm going to show you is actually getting ready to show you an example of a coaching session that I've done. And I'm going to pause it, press play, and do some breakdowns of what are some of the things that I was doing inside of the session that you really want to take with you as you're doing your coaching sessions, regardless of what the niche is. What are some good go-to things that you should be doing on an ongoing basis that's really going to allow you to be great, and that's going to really allow you to change the amount of lives that you want to change. And I'm gonna tell you why this is an important situation for me. So I was in a place where when I first started, I was trying to figure things out. And when I say figure things out, I mean I was trying to become a coach and trying to understand, okay, what does this whole world look like? But then also have the confidence to go out and really start speaking. So one of the things that my coach said is, well, you follow Eric Thomas, E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher. I said, yeah, I do. He says, I can tell because you have a lot of his mannerisms, and he's like, you don't want to be another E.T. Like, wait, what are you talking about? I'm like, I feel like I'm being me. So no, you're not. He said, you look like you're performing instead of really just authentically, really being yourself and giving value. And I had to think about it. And he said, this is what I want you to do to get better at the skill of speaking. I want you to do the deck of cards challenge. And I said, what is that? He said, I want you to get a stack of index cards, and I want you to write words on it. Maybe open up a dictionary and just put words on it. And he said, this is how you're going to get better at extemporaneous speaking off the cuff, using no teleprompter, no script, speaking off the cuff about your topic. He said, I just want you to just go through and just get better at thinking on the fly and doing speaking. So I started doing these deck of card challenges, and I started becoming better as a speaker. And that allowed me to get better at the skill. It wasn't everything. It was do this one thing and get better at the skill. So I'm going to share with you a coaching session that I've done with a client where we really just talked about how to actually build authority and credibility, and watch how I help her in a few different ways. And I'm going to break down some of the key things that you want to be able to do, from understanding a point, giving examples, giving steps, giving her specific exercises for her to do, right? I'm going to break down some of those things so you know specifically how you can actually run and conduct your coaching sessions and take some of these items with you. Cool. All right. So let's go ahead and share the screen, and let's have some fun. Okay. So we're going to tab over right here. All right. And I'll kind of just be pressing pause and kind of going back and forth, right? But all right, so let's kind of start from the top, and I'm not gonna play everything straight through, but I think you'll get it. Okay.
Entrepreneurs unpack their purpose. Just some of their questions. Some people just be for beginner people.
Right. you could tell, you really fresh. You ain't. And actually, let me pause this for a minute because I want to make sure that you don't have no feedback coming through. Never done run no business. You ain't never did none of this before. They don't know how to lead a team. They don't know how to start. They don't know nothing. They fresh. So it's a lot of people out there that need that.
Yeah, that's what came over me today, like having the grace for those kind of people. And then also knowing, having the confidence also to get them to that next level. So I think that was clarity today too. Like I think that's I'm supposed to be at with the millennials. It's like, and then as I grow, I don't, that it may shift or change. But I think it's a great place for me to just like get started now. So.
Yep. Yeah, and by the way, it is going to change, right? Mm-hmm. So because results when I first started, it was just like, hey, they were able to get, a lead, or they were able to get some engagement on their page, or they were able to at least find where they want to speak at, just getting them clarity that they wanted to be a speaker or a coach. You know what I mean? So, but over the years, as I've grown, as I've learned, I've been able to add more skills and knowledge to my tool belt. So now I can say, listen, I can make you, I can get you, close to six figures, or I can get you $5,000 a month, or I can get you clients, or I can get you on stages, or if I'm saying, like, I can help you go full time if you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can say those things now. I couldn't necessarily say those things when I first started.
Boom. Boom. What did you just hear? What did I just do there? Right? So one of the things that I just did is I shared my story. So that is what you want to do is, and when I say share your story, not necessarily share your entire story, right? But I want you to share a relevant story. So usually when I'm doing my coaching sessions, I like to give practical stories of things that I've actually been through that's related to the challenge that they're currently facing, right? So this is a call about authority and building credibility, but I wanted you to kind of see that I'm not just do this, or think about it this way. I'm actually giving context by sharing what I've been through, and in turn, that is actually helping her say, okay, Coach T has been through this. Okay, I think I know what I need to do. I see how he does it, and I can see how I can do it too, right? So in your coaching sessions, make sure that you're telling your experience in relation to their problem. Okay? All right. Let's continue.
You know what I mean? So, and that's only because I got more skill.
Pay that price.
Mm-hmm. Your target audience are working professionals, and they've been in a 9-to-5 their entire life, and now they're trying to figure out, how do I become an entrepreneur? And you're that first step. You're that gateway into helping them understand this world. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So yeah, absolutely, yeah. So they got money. It's all about the value that you provide people. I was just telling somebody this the other day. People say they don't have money, but it's not necessarily that they don't have the money or they can't get the money. It's that they don't see what you have as valuable enough to either get it or spend it. Because if you told them you had a Lamborghini that cost $100,000 and I'm gonna give it to you for $1,000, I bet you they find that $1,000 somewhere.
Boom. What am I doing? Right there. So what I'm doing is I'm giving perspective. So you always want to share with them a different perspective to help them get a deeper level of understanding or insight. So I'm always giving deeper level understanding, deeper level insight on why, on how to think about something, because a lot of times when you have clients, they'll overthink things, and you want to give them insight. So when they run into situations, oh, I remember Coach was talking about that. So now that's actually helping them navigate the problems and challenges that they have moving forward. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, if you go inside of the members area, you can literally type inside of the PCS search bar consultation script. If you type those two words inside of the PCS search function, you're gonna pop up with so many videos your head is gonna spin. But just go to but we did a whole call walking you word for word on how to even have a conversation with somebody on a strategy call. So that's one. But just the overview of how you position it is
another quick tip. as you're coaching, a lot of times your coaching program comes with different resources. So why not point them to other resources within a program, right? Hey, you know what? If you have other coaches, hey, hop on a coaching session with this person. If you have video trainings that come with it, hey, why don't you reference this video training? It'll talk more about it. If it's a book, hey, reference this chapter in a book. So always be referencing other programs and things that you have as part of, as part of your coaching program, right? What are the other resources there? Have them consume that. They'll thank you for it. As one, you got to know what your clients, want, right? Things, if I'm on a consultation call, one of the things that I'm going to say is that, and this is going to be $60,000. The actual price of the program is only $2,000. You say I help inspiring entrepreneurs. What most people do is they decide, hey, I want to be an entrepreneur now, and first thing they do is they enroll in a college. Well, let me tell you, I just looked up what it is. Even if you went to a HBCU to try to join law school, you paying $40,000 a year. So what you gonna do? You want to join and you want to pay $40,000? But look, the good news is I'm not gonna charge you 40. You know what I'm saying? You do it that way. I'm not gonna charge you $40,000. Boom. What am I doing there? So I'm actually, write this down, teach your people the steps. A lot of times what some coaches do, especially if they're new, they just they kind of just glaze over the details. One of the things that people really like about me as a coach, and I'm gonna tell you one of my secrets, is that I don't just give people the high level. I give people specific details in the practicality. So in this case, I'm showing her specifically what are some of the things that you can do when you're on a consultation or strategy call, and I'm going through specific scripts and specific things that you can say. Does that make sense? So for you, make sure that you're not just giving them general concepts because their eyes are glazed over, but just saying specifically, okay, this is how you should think about it, but at the same time, you should be doing step by step, and you give them the steps that they need to do as well. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this and try to give maybe one or two more lessons for that. Or you can say, I saw this person position it.
What I had to pay in my 4 to 6 years of schooling, and just
Yep, everything that you've invested in order to learn how to be an entrepreneur. I would say any money that you've invested sometime every day, once you get through the Influencer Blueprint Guide, you spend some time every day getting appointments on your calendar, because that's key. You spend time doing appointments in your calendar, and don't just get stuck on doing Instagram videos and Facebook videos. Do longer form trainings. So do longer trainings, meaning do private training. So you go live, which is good. You post on your feed, which is good. But what I want to see you do is I want to see you invite somebody to a Zoom call. I want to see you invite 5 or 10 people on a Zoom call. And I want to see you. Boom. That's it. Right. And so what was I doing in this last piece right here? So in the last piece, what I was doing is I was giving her specific exercises to do. So that's another thing you want to do when you doing coaching sessions, is give specific exercises to do, because it's one thing to teach them what to do. It's another thing to give them examples so they can kind of see it, but give them exercises, because you want them to actually, the goal of being a coach is you want to give them things that they need to do in order to transform and change their life, business, fitness, whatever you teach on, right? So give them actual things to do. So in this case, I said, hey, you want to go out and book appointments, and you want to do this, and you want to do these type of trainings, and you want to do Zoom. And I'm actually giving her specific exercises and things to do in order to get better results. So that's what you want to do as a coach as well. All right. So hopefully this was helpful. If this is helpful, definitely go ahead and watch. I got other videos as well. Check out my next video where we really talk about how do you be a great coach? What is this coaching look like, right? What is life coaching actually? What is that actually? And what does that look like? Right. So if you want to watch my other videos on coaching, go ahead and click the video.